So just as I thought, C-Dub and I were boogieing, and Ladarius and Ron were just sitting there because, that's what they do. They don't like to dance. I don't know what it is. But anyway,
this ain't
good
Footloose,
morning,
pal.
fellas.
Keep on with the show. Jesus.
Good morning, fellas. Hey, man, disappointing loss for the Falcons. Some would say disappointing end to a season. Let's do some housekeeping first. Deshaun Caswell is in the chat. He says, "What's up, guys? Yeek with a K. Get some." How you doing, Deshaun? I do that just to mess with C-Dub because every time I say yeek with a K, I know it pisses him off. Hey, C-Dub, good morning, buddy. Love you, mean it. Yeek with a K.
No,
D Rough, or Deke as I call him. What up, man? What's up, TWil? The future is bright. Rise up. Future is bright indeed. So, fellas, y'all saw that game yesterday. I'm gonna start with Ladarius Brown and his band of renown. Ladarius, give me your thoughts on yesterday's game, positive and negative. What you got?
Well, once again, good morning, fellas. Good morning, chat. Look, the positive was our offense, and we saw what we kind of expected the offense, the expectation we kind of had at the beginning of the season in terms of the explosiveness, in terms of the dynamic play. So the one thing we learned for sure, like Michael Penix is a franchise guy. I think we kind of knew, but it kind of got confirmed in week 18. Simply put, as for the defense, I said it on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. I'll call it Twitter because that's who I am. And I felt like that defense just absolutely just quit on the coaching staff because they made Bryce Young look like Cam Newton out there. And the Carolina Panthers are a bottom 5 offense, and they no one wants to see you rip your chest. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody asked for it.
Do it, but you can't see it because you can't reach over the screen.
Yeah. Either way, we don't want it. We don't want it. We didn't ask for it. I didn't pay for it. Give me my money back.
Go ahead, man. What you got? Go ahead.
Yeah. But it just felt like the defense just kind of gave up. And it's no disrespect to the play. It just felt like this game was a shootout where it really shouldn't have been a shootout. Because the offense came to show up. The defense, and I'll just say this. I go back to the comments made by Raheem about after that Washington game. I think the players heard what he said and they kind of took offense. And that defense faced a bottom 5 offense and gave up 40 plus points. That's something that lingers in the offseason. So all in all, I feel great about the offense moving forward in 2025. The defense, I just absolutely still have question marks about. In the coaching staff, in terms of the defense and the coaching staff.
So let me ask you this Ladarius.
Sure.
Do you feel like, because we were in that same 3-4, I'm gonna give you 15 yards down the field, whatever the hell that was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what that was. I don't know why you do it. But do you feel like maybe that's why the defensive players were a little reluctant? Like, here we go with this again. Like, give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of reluctance because here's the thing. What I saw there, it felt reminiscent of what we played early on in the season.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, and I said, well, here's the thing. So I'm getting food delivered to me. Sorry. Now,
hey, we can come back to you, buddy. We can come back to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll finish my thought. Go ahead.
All right, no worries. C-Dub. C-Double, the man with trouble.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, now you're finishing.
When you don't have a buffet for us, this is what happens.
You know what?
I had an elaborate plan to make sure we all had breakfast, but then money got in the way, and also logistics. And then I had to wake up at 6 in the morning, or no, 5 in the morning to move a car, and then at 6 I had to calm somebody down about a tire, and then when I got there, I put tire, and then I'm back. So I'm surprised I'm in a point I could talk. But
I had to wake up at 7 a.m. to calm my bladder, but we'll get into.
No,
I know.
for God's
You
sake.
never want to
Terry,
hear about it. I know.
Terry,
This is not. It's not a 3 a.m. commercial. We don't need to hear
Terry,
that.
I am with you on that. I have to do the same sometimes, so it's all good.
You know.
All
You know what, C-Dub? That's okay. When Terry says it, just feels weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, look. My question, so what's the question? What you want to ask me, brother?
Positive and negative thoughts on yesterday's game.
All right. You know what? I'm always a negative guy because that's my rap, but I'll just start with this. We got a triple threat.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Now, some people will discredit because we played the Panthers. I get it. And you know what? At this point, go ahead. But what I'm going to say is this. Drake, we all have said, has not been a miss. He comes out there, he plays hard, he puts it out there, and I mean, the guy's legit. I cannot wait to see what he does next year, honestly. He is someone I'm excited about. Bijan Robinson, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. I didn't even get to see how many receptions he got, but, the whole, joking of Chocolate McCaffrey or all this, the guy's legit. And what's going to endear him more to the offense is the fact that this man loves to pass block. I almost think the man is smiling through his helmet when he sees somebody that he can light up. I mean, this man, it's like, and we saw, it doesn't matter if it's a corner. It doesn't matter if it's Peter Veda. That man is lining up, and he's going to try to give you his best shot. It may not go well. It may and this is when, or as Ron says, this is when he effed up. But I like that in Bijan. I like what we have. And I'm going to say this. For those that are saying that,
that happened to me at Burger King.
May be very inaccurate. All I can say is this. He only played 3 games. And in 2 of those games, he tied the game and never got the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I want to say is this. He's poised. He is, look, me and Ladarius, and I know Ron at one point, we were talking and we're watching the game. You see the zip on the ball getting to these guys. I haven't seen that. And we all are Falcon fans. So to see that is just amazing. And I'm going to go here. We got it right. I feel we do. I feel we got it right with these 3 guys. All right. So with that being said, let me hit on the negative. Well, this is going to
The negative was C-Dub. Here it comes. He's been waiting on it. Let's go. I'm sorry, C-Dub. Go ahead.
You good, brother. You good. I kind of like. Hold on. I kind of like the special effects. I kind of feel special, so I do appreciate that.
I hadn't seen you in about 3 or 4 days. We hadn't done a show together, so I got to mess with you. I have to.
No, you good.
I don't get that kind of stuff from Terry. So yeah,
my
I get it.
You gotta understand. Hold on, Terry. You gotta understand. I appreciate that.
This guy.
Yeah, you're that guy. Yes, you're absolutely right. You are that guy. Yes, you are that guy.
Ladarius, your new segment, I'm this and you're that. Okay? See what I did there? Boom. He can't say nothing.
Hold on.
No. You feel good about that? Once again, you just stole something I did and just made it your own. That's plagiarism. Okay? That's called plagiarism. All right? You'll be hearing from my attorney, aka me, later in the day.
I bet I will. What you got, C-Dub? Go ahead.
All right. So look. It sounds crazy to say this. I'm actually proud of the defense because they didn't show up. Because you could tell it was very relevant. I mean, I know Ladarius, I know Ron, me, and I even know Terry, you even brought it up. Not only were they playing that weird style defense where they're throwing people back to, Antonio, you're killing me with the Joy Taylor. But
hold on, CDouble, hold on. Hold on.
Sorry.
You know what, Antonio? I'm gonna call a party foul on that.
No
Unnecessary
party foul on
roughness.
our guest. He's a guest.
Yes,
he
he gets it. Unnecessary roughness on Antonio, putting Joy Taylor's business out there. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty.
You know what? Hold on. The panel and the judging panel has decided that we're gonna pull that flag.
Are we picking up the flag? Are we really picking up the flag?
Yeah, we're gonna pick up the flag. You know what?
Wow.
Antonio's a guest. I can't.
Listen,
I can't
I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this. Whatever this is. No.
It was his opinion. I didn't say no such thing.
Yeah. First Amendment, sure. Do I agree with it? Back to you, CW.
Thank you. So yeah, let's just put it this way. I'm not going to be late. So let's talk about the defense. In some points, I'm actually proud because we're watching the defense and we're going. We're watching the defense, and they're playing the old defense from week 1 to 11, and everyone's come up with their conspiracy theories, all right? And I know. I've heard them all now. And all I got to say is this. If Raheem is that, what's the word I'm looking for? That fickle or that trying to be that slick to set up his homeboy, well, 1, mission accomplished, but 2, I got to call it like it is. It's probably one of the worst heel turns in AEW then, because they never get over, and this ain't getting over by me. And not only that, this is what I've talked about. I wanted to see how everyone performed, and I wonder. This is my conspiracy theory. I wonder if the defense just looked at the offense and said, because think about this: if you knew what you were walking into, wouldn't there be some kind of strife? Wouldn't there be some, like the players on offense looking at defense going, come on, man, pick it up. And the reason why I say that, because I guarantee you they looked at each other and went, look, offense, shine. Do you. It's nothing personal, but we're done. And look, you can say I'm off my chair, off my rocker, whatever, but I just felt that's kind of how it came off. And so I'm loving the comments. You guys, I love y'all. So, but yeah, my personal feeling is that this coaching staff, it's like this. The offense, the crew, it's like this. We have a very strong foundation, I feel. But we need help. We need some pieces, and the thing is this. Are the guys going to be able to rally behind this? Because, see, that's the thing you got to figure. You got to be able to rally behind these guys. And it's like this, man. I get the stability. I get coaching. I get, you don't want to make changes for change's sake. You got a young quarterback that only played 3 games. 1 game he won. The 2 he lost, he tied the game and never got a chance to win them. And a couple of those chances could have been attributed to, oh, by the way, your coach went to the end of the game without using timeouts. Again, 2 timeouts, 12 seconds. We've seen teams step on that throttle and push the ball down the field. So that's my point for now. But like I said, man, awesome job by Penix, awesome job by Drake, awesome job by Bijan. And like I said, man, it sucks because this season could have been so much better if somebody was accountable. And the person that needs to be accountable the most probably is coming back, and that's just eats at me on that one. But that's just me.
All right, Ronnie Thomas, you have been waiting patiently, sir. So give us your thoughts, positive and or negative, on yesterday's game. Oh, damn, boy, you scaring me. Oh, wow, you got that evil.
Look at that face.
That evil look on his face. Oh, wow.
Dr. Evil's in the house.
I'm afraid, Dr. Evil. What you got, Ronnie Thomas?
I love the offense. I love it. But get down to the dirty. Jimmy Lake. Where do we go from here? Better yet, I know where we going from here, but you got to get the F out of Atlanta ASAP. I tired looking at you. Raheem Morris threw you under the bus yesterday. The way you coach that game, I just going by what I hear from different people who I know, who I talk to. Raheem was like, you know what? I've been doing your job all season. I'm going to see how you learn anything with that game yesterday against Carolina. And Jimmy Lake said, no, I had not learned nothing.
He's like, thanks, homeboy. I made a great play just for you, Raw.
Right.
He's like, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, he was like, you know what? I'm finna throw you a bone. And you fail. Big time. Because last time I checked, we played man to man. It looked like y'all got to refresh my memory. It looked like Trufant was still out there. And he had not been on the team in years and decades. Can somebody look up when was the last time Trufant on this team? Can somebody do that? Huh?
Yeah, somebody put it in the chat.
Trufant. I'm like looking. I was like going, Trufant. Man, Trufant ain't played in the
right. Because how our secondary were like 20 yards back. It reminded me of Trufant, how he used to be 20 yards back.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Travis and I told Nate and Travis, I said, is that Trufant out there again? I thought he wasn't on the team no more. Oh, my bad. Jimmy Lake don't know how to coach.
Oh, wow.
20 yards back. Let me see, the man to run through that, the garbage truck people to run through that, Ray Charles to run through that, Stevie Wonder to run through that.
So you weren't happy with Jimmy Lake's calls yesterday, I take. Is that what you're saying, Ron? You weren't?
Yeah. Terrible calling.
You weren't happy with his play calling and his defensive scheme?
Right.
I'll tell you who was happy with it. The Carolina Panthers. They loved it.
Oh, they love it.
They loved it. They thought it was.
They said, let Jimmy Lake keep on calling y'all defense.
They thought they were in practice.
Yeah, they loved it. They loved it. No doubt about it. They loved it.
You know what? Y'all don't change up nothing. Just let Jimmy Lake be y'all defensive coordinator next year. We will do the same thing next year to y'all.
Man, that touchdown run by Bryce, the first one, but where Goldman had a hand on him, Grady had a hand, and then Onyemata literally like ran into Grady.
Right.
We looked like the Washington Generals.
Right. I like
The
what
last seat widen for Bryce just to glide in.
right. He did the Superman. He said, "You right into the touchdown." He did the Soldier Boy.
Wow. Oh, wow. All right, guys, we got to move on. So we're going to switch gears a bit, and we are going to reluctantly get into the NFC South. And unfortunately, the Bucks, to the victor go the spoils. The Bucks won the NFC South yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be appearing in the playoffs, and unfortunately, we will not.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Aints yesterday. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? In true Aints fashion, they kind of strung us along until like the last minute of the game. And Spencer Rattler overthrew his wide receiver, and you know that's it. So the Bucks win, they go to the playoffs. We don't. We sit here crying our beer, go to Applebee's and watch the playoff games like everybody else. But hey, again, my positives in regards to this upcoming season, this offense looked great. Not good, great. We did not have Darnell Mooney. We didn't. And we still were out there killing it. And say what you want, but Michael Penix seems to have gotten better and more in sync with his receivers as each game passes. We put up 38 points yesterday, and if we would have gotten the ball first in OT, there's no doubt in my mind we would have scored and won the game. And same thing for last week. You know what I mean? So maybe Grady just needs to call the opposite of what he called in these games. Like, we need an OT coin flip coordinator that says, hey, Grady, the wind is blowing that way. You might want to call this. Okay? I don't know. But I do know that this offense looks great. This offense looks like they are good enough to win a Super Bowl. Terry, you're out of your mind. Not really, right? You got Bijan, who got 1,800 all-purpose yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Drake, who got 12, 13, whatever he got. You got Mooney, who almost had 1,000.
187 yards.
Yeah. You got. I'm talking about for the season. I think he had 1,100 or something. But anyway, to your point, he went on. He could have gotten 200, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we got weapons. We have an assortment of weapons, and next year this offense is only going to get better. So I really feel good about this offense. What else do I feel good about? The positives. Well, other than the idiocracy that I saw in yesterday's game, and I still don't know why, I believe we were running a 4-3 defense where we were getting the most sacks.
4-3-2-5.
Yeah, I think I don't know why we pivoted from that, but again, if we run that next year, I think we have the same success. Well, you can't say that because we don't know all of the components, but the bottom line is I feel like this team next year is going to take a step forward because this offense is a juggernaut, and I just feel like we can take it to the mat with anybody. You know what I mean? We can take it to the mat with anybody. Pause, Ladarius. We don't want you to be exposed. Anyway, boom, mic drop. I just had to get that in there, man. I'm sorry.
No, first of all, if you'd have read the comments, you know the context. So boom, back at you, pal.
Whatever. Anyway, those were the positives. The negatives, what the hell, Jimmy Lake? Well, I mean, what the dude, I've been defending you. Terry's about to go on a rant, guys. Yes, I'm speaking of myself in third person.
Wait a minute, I gotta see this.
Well, it's not gonna be a profanity tirade because my wife has been getting on me about that lately, and I'm trying to do better. But I am about to go on a rant.
Is today Christmas again?
Stop it, Ronnie Thomas. So look,
no, we don't see that often.
Jimmy Lake,
let him do it.
Jimmy Lake, I've been defending you all year, man. I have been defending you, and Lord knows with these guys that I work with, it has been a 24/7 task. It's always Jimmy Lake this or Jimmy Lake that, or we even had a trial of Jimmy Lake in which I played you. And you know what, Jimmy? You know what? You let me down, buddy. You let me
You know,
down.
we never did get a verdict on that. I think it's pretty clear now.
We got the verdict. All right. The game yesterday.
Oh yeah, I bought my house. Yeah, in Metro Atlanta. That trial. Yeah, thank you, Ron.
wow.
Thank you. We're having a house party.
Jimmy,
you know, CDouble, Ron, you're invited. TWil, I guess, bring some plates, but don't stay long.
Jimmy, look at Jimmy. You can't line up cornerbacks 12 yards back and then wonder why they give up 7 repeatedly. It just does not make sense. It did logically. It doesn't make sense. It didn't work, and we didn't need that yesterday, Jimmy. And it's unfortunate. Look, it started out great, Jimmy. You know what I mean? We were 6-3. We had the world at our feet, and everything was going well. And then the NFL woke up and said, look, we just need to pass for 7-yard slants and ends. And what can I do about it? Because they're all 12 yards back. Jimmy, I think you need to – I don't know what you need to do, Jimmy, but it didn't work, man. And, it didn't work, Jimmy. I mean, that's all I can say, bro. Look, we went on a bit of a run. I don't know why you decided to pivot yesterday. I don't know what what if the Saints had lost, Jimmy? What if the Saints had lost, right? I mean, I don't even know what to say, right? I don't even know what to say. Like, the saving grace is, I mean, what if the Saints have won? Obviously, the Saints lost because they're the Aints, but still, Jimmy, and we weren't going to depend on them. But still, Jimmy, what if the Saints had won, right? And we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, we lose. And it's all on you, Jimmy, right? Jimmy, there's nothing wrong with sticking to your guns. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself. But at a certain point, when your defensive prowess is hurting the team, you got to change, Jimmy. You got to be flexible. Leaders have to be, you got to stand fast, but you also got to know when to change. You got to make decisions that are best for the team. And honestly, this year, it doesn't look like you did that. Now, look, I'm not saying you're a bad coach. This just didn't work out. You obviously ascended to this position for a reason. And I believe in you. I just don't believe in you for this current opportunity. So I don't know if Raheem's going to dismiss you. Look, I'm not a professional coach evaluator. I don't do this for a living, and I have to give you your respect. If you're working 16, 18 hours a day doing this, hey, man, I got to give it to you. But it didn't work out this time. And if we do decide to, or not we, if Raheem and or Terry decide to keep you, you need to evolve, Jimmy. You need to go back to the drawing board and evolve and really look at some defenses this year and consider matching your personnel to the schemes that you call. But hey, either way, I hope you have a great offseason and go Falcons. So I know you guys thought I was going to go
that
off.
Was an 80s TV show, Dad coming into the bedroom.
Hey,
and I was
I'm
waiting
channeling.
For you to be like,
I'm channeling my dad this morning.
Jimmy,
I'm channeling Willie Wilson this morning.
Yeah,
and that's
I saw that, CW. I posted. I agree with your comments. Yeah, I posted a nice little thing in there.
I thought he was acting like he was in the 40s.
Ron, you know what?
We weren't. Listen, Ron.
That's why I'm a better dancer than you, Ron. Right there, okay? That's why you suck as a dancer.
Listen.
That's
just
why.
Get your sequin suit, but get your Eddie Kane Jr. suit and your platforms, and just wear it on the show, and we could just end this conversation because.
Oh
wow! Wait a minute. Can we highlight what Kerry just?
Yeah, I saw they fired. Yeah, Lou Honoramo. Yeah, they fired him this morning.
They fired him.
Bengals fired their DC today.
They fired him.
Falcons to make a move. Not a ton of top DC options out there. Now we have another team looking for a new DC.
Yeah, because they fired. I think they fired their defensive line coach, their linebackers. They fired a lot of defensive coaches as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So Kerry's right. Yeah.
He's a guy that would be. Man.
But
he was a head coaching candidate a while back too. That's the thing.
Right. But I want to ask y'all, how about getting Jerry Gray the job?
I don't have an issue with it, but if they were going to do that, they would have done that by now. I don't know. Look it. Here's my thing with Jerry Gray. Clearly, they feel like for whatever reason he's not ready. So Jerry Gray to me is the Antonio Smith of the defensive coordinator role. I don't know if you guys remember Antonio Smith, but he was great. He was outstanding. Every time he touched the ball, it was a 60-yard touchdown. And you know what? The Falcons never played him.
No.
They never played him, right?
He was the MVP of the preseason.
But it go back to what I've been saying. Coaching matter.
I want to get a T-shirt that, you know what, guys? We need to start selling some merch. And the first T-shirt is going to be Coaching Matters. Coaching Matters.
Oh, I thought the first shirt was going to be
nothing. No applause. No applause. C-Dub. Really? You're going to let that go? No applause?
It's C-Double.
C-Dub. No applause.
Dude,
what's up with the sound machine
today,
man?
Hold on.
Gee.
I'm slow.
This guy.
I'm not clapping. For the record, that's not my clap.
Going to get fired. It will have been announced by now.
Oh wow! Hey, so look at guys. I'm about to poke a little fun at Carrie because she cracked the joke this morning. So if you guys and Carrie is our producer from One Time for the Fan, one of my favorite people in the world.
The best part of One Time for the listen, great show.
Agree.
That the other guy, Timberland looking guy, I don't know.
I don't know.
Very sus. Very sus.
That guy's kind of an asshole, man. He's kind of
not kind of. No, not kind of. He is.
Miss Carrie, she know her stuff, boy.
Now
the other dude with the glasses.
Yeah. Oh my God! Really? You're gonna pick on guys with glasses now?
Wait, whoa!
Get him, Ladarius.
Ron,
get him.
I love you, Ron.
You need to look up and down, bro.
Get him, Ladarius.
We have spectacles too, respectively. Listen.
Respectfully, sir. Respect the spectacle.
For the record, I speak for myself. TWil has his own representation. Now, I'm representing myself in CDouble because TWil didn't send the check and the check bounced, somewhere.
Oh, wow. That is debatable, sir. I had just changed accounts. That is debatable.
No. I say you have no funds.
Whatever. So guys, we've been in shows with Carrie, and the one thing we know about her is she does not like steaks well done. Right?
Oh God, not this.
She seriously, I didn't bring it up.
Right. She's right.
Why
are you having your steaks well done? She's not wrong.
Guys,
she's not wrong. I'm sorry.
So guys,
I like mine medium well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a medium medium rare guy.
I want to make sure we're all okay. I mean, yeah.
So in the spirit of Carrie this morning in medium well steaks, Carrie shared a picture with us, and it's funny. I'm gonna share it with you guys now. So give me 1 sec. I just thought it was funny. I did get her permission,
and
I did get her permission to use it. Here we go. So, no.
Ron,
so
stop.
Carrie says, can you guys see it?
No.
Well done steak is for losers.
Damn. Carrie, can you just start being on our shows from now on?
Well done steak is for losers. I thought that was funny, right?
Yeah, we can, we can make space, get rid of, TWil can take some days off.
Wow, come in. Guys, man, come on. No, seriously, I just thought that was funny, because she doesn't. Now, Jack Spade really isn't. I can't wait to get his take on this. He's working right now, but I really cannot wait to get his take on it. Also, Berto also likes well done steaks. But anyway, guys.
Well, he likes CM Punk too. So yeah, okay, that kind of.
I just I had to share that with you. I thought that was funny. All right, guys, we got to switch gears here and get.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Yeah, let's do that. We got to get to Falcons trivia. So, Carrie's like, sorry. I should have done that writing in black Sharpie so it would show up better. But
Gary,
you forgot to mention the pick that I crossed off stats, then put well done steaks. My bad. So yeah, she crossed off stats are for losers and made it well done steaks, which was kind of a play.
I love it.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Guys, we got to do some housekeeping because we are way behind. So I'm gonna go back to Ryan Moore. Ryan Moore says, I think Raheem is a good guy, players coach, but there's an ineptitude that can't be tolerated. Standing pat with Cousins for one, the Washington timeout debacle, Nothing personal, but he needs to go. Ryan,
that.
you made some good points. 82 Monte Carlo, better known as my guy, Carlo Wiggins, says Bijan gonna be relentless next year. This type of disappointment is only gonna bring the best out of him. Word. That's an old 80s term, which means I agree with you.
I told you.
We
Going
know.
around the
We
80s.
know, Carl Winslow. We know.
Whatever. Dixon Way says, I was part of that trial playing Ross role. And he was. I forgot about that. He sure was.
He was.
Nando says, go ahead, TWil. It's my 43rd time spazzing out about these blood pressure birds. Agreed. Dixon Way says, trial with an asterisk. C-Dub says, Terry's 80s TV dad show rant. Was it? You know what? I almost said Bill Cosby.
You were Carl
but I'm
Winslow.
gonna
You
pause.
channeled Carl.
Yeah, you see, you can't say that.
I'm going to the Eddie Murphy show, and I need a ticket. Me and my wife, Camille. I don't know. That one sucked, guys. Anyway,
You see, when the Terry does the talking on the show, he goes to dabble, 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 and waddle, 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 and nobody
that
cares what
is
he says
good.
back to you.
That is, you know what? Hey, give him a C-Dub. Where's the applause? What the hell is up with you today, man? Jesus. Good job, Ladarius. Good job.
And that is from Ladarius.
That was hey, C-Dub. Whoever the dude is that's doing the music, I don't know, C-Dub. You need to have a talk with him because he's been late this morning. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Well, the music man noticed that the talent was eating, and they didn't want to just try to make people dancing as they're eating. You might pull something, so you don't.
You see, TWil, the man has respect for me and respect for the Ron, respect for everybody here. By the way, I'm still selling Jellos in the back of my trunk.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. All right, so Nando says cook TWil. Dixon White says Bryce Young had his career best against us with Raheem having more input in the defensive plan. Things that make you say, Keith Simmons says he choked like Rod. We needed 2 wins and got 2 losses. Carrie says Falcons fam. Good morning, everyone. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. This channel is 4MYATLSPORTS1, the number 4MYATLSports, the number 1 on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you great content like this. Ladarius says TWil does give Carl Winslow vibes. C-Dub. I don't know. Keith Simmons, he hasn't called plays in 2 years. I'm assuming he's talking about Raw. I don't know. Kerry told us about the Bengals DC. Dixon Way says, I think if Jimmy Lake was going to get fired, it would have been announced by now. Agreed. Red says we need to fire our defensive coaches too. Red just wants to fire everybody. Dixon Way, Steve Wilkes or Robert Saleh are my defensive hires, but I think it's going to be blamed on the players and not coaches. I love either one of those. Kerry says, I don't want Lou, just to be clear. Dixon Way says Steve Wilkes or Robert Saleh. I'm with that. Kerry says, I think Saleh will be a good DC option for us. And I see Bengals Twitter already editing photos of Saleh and Bengals gear. Laugh out loud. We got to move so we don't miss out on the top guys. William Amy says, don't have no balls to fire this GM and head coach. That was almost in my Bill Cosby voice. Weird. Red says Raheem needs to go and Jimmy needs to go or we're doomed. We're doomed. Kerry says, sorry, I should have done the right. Oh, yeah, okay, we got that one. Carlos says, Jack. Nathan Floyd, looks like the Browns could use Cousins, reported that Watson had a setback in his Achilles injury. And last but not least, Nando says defensive needs, defense tackle, 0 technique, linebackers with speed and corners. Agreed. All right, guys, now it is time for Falcons trivia. Mr. Ladarius Brown and his band of renown is going to regale us with Falcons trivia.
Oh, you're putting me in charge of this? Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
You got this.
Oh, Cedar, can I get some game show hosting music? Thank you. Welcome to Falcons Trivia, everybody. We have our contestants. We have Ron, CDouble, and actually a celebrity Timbaland's here. And that means that Timbaland has just made some more money off a song that he wrote. So now let's do some Falcons trivia. Are you ready, guys? And in the chat?
We are ready, Ladarius.
All righty. We have 4 questions here. So if you guys are ready, here comes the first question. Which player set a franchise record with 300 receiving yards in a single game for the Falcons?
Julio Jones.
Oh, I said Julio? Yeah, it's Julio Jones. Agreed.
It's Julio Jones?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait. Who's hosting the show?
You're hosting the segment.
Yeah, the segment. Okay, well, excuse the bleep out of me. All right. Jesus. You see what I deal with the show, with the TWil and the nonsense. Okay, now, all right. So Julio Jones is the correct answer. Good job, Ron.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Who holds the Falcons record for the most career rushing yards? You probably go back a little bit for this one.
Is it William Andrews?
No.
Is it Michael Vick?
No, great guess, but no, that's not it.
Is it Gerald Riggs?
I don't know who that voice was, but whoever said it is correct. It is Gerald Riggs. So, man, even Cosby doesn't like me. Cosby has been through a lot of stuff. That says a lot.
Oh,
that
wow.
Says a lot.
Cosby loves me. Whatever. Again,
don't you lie on the cause.
You're right.
Don't you lie on the cause. No,
you're right.
Question 3. Which Falcons player has led the NFL in single season receiving yards twice?
Wilder, right?
No, stay in the realm. You're in the realm, Ron.
Yep.
You said, well, who's C-Dub?
I'm saying Julio Jones.
Julio Jones is correct.
That's
Great
right.
job there, C-Dub.
That's right. That's correct.
And are you going to let me host the segment? Or
yes, sir, I am. Yes, sir, I am.
You see, this guy is such an... Oh, you know what? That's off the camera. Now, the cause likes to keep it straightforward. Probably got me in trouble.
Oh, wow.
All right, here comes the final question with a mini bonus question as well. But here's the question: which defensive player on the 1998 Falcons team led the team in tackles?
As my buddy Ron likes to say, You said
What'd you say, Cedar?
Jesse Tuggle?
No.
Good guess.
Good guess. That's a great guess. But no. That would have been my first guess. But no.
What his last name? The defensive coordinator in Baltimore right now.
You know Zach Orr?
No.
Chuck Smith was the defensive lineman. What about Eugene Robinson?
No. One great guesses, but no. Think on the line. Think on the line.
Cornelius Bennett?
I'm sorry, who said that? We need to get name tags around here.
That was Big TWil. That was Big TWil.
I'm not calling you that, so don't expect that. I'll call you Terrence Trent D'Arby if I ever call you that. That's not gonna happen.
That was TWil. That was TWil.
I barely want to call you that, but yeah, that's correct. It is Cornelius Bennett.
Yes.
For a bonus, can anyone give me his nickname?
Oh, I know it, but I'm gonna give you guys the chance.
And I'll give a clue. Think food.
Think breakfast, Ron.
toast, biscuits, eggs, bacon, grits.
He's
What's he
reading off the
got
menu.
his biscuit?
He's reading off the menu
Yes.
off the Waffle House.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I remember hearing him being called Biscuit for some reason.
It is biscuit. Chris got it. Great job in the hash brown. Listen, actually, I'm having a hash brown for McDonald's right now. So I don't know if you got to carry my house. I'm gonna need to ask you to leave. So great job on the Falcons trivia, and I'll throw it back to you. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Chris A1 says biscuit, and he was correct. Hey, guys, appreciate it. Great segment. Thank you. As a matter of fact, you know what? Ladarius Brown and his band around, you can stay right there because our next segment of this show is called Fact or Fiction.
Fact or fiction? Terry, don't dance. Let me have my moment. Thank you.
Spotlight, please.
Oh, wow.
Listen. Oh, if you didn't watch the show that he was listen, he gave an acceptance speech for an award he gave himself. That's what it came off of.
Sad. Just sad.
Yeah, no, Ron, you were there. Ron, you were in the chat. We all heard it.
Yeah. Sad.
It's like that's not how it works.
I am a humble host. Excuse me.
Hey, listen, you're not Kendrick Lamar. Stop.
Hey, what?
Stop with your lies.
What?
Stop with the chicanery. Stop.
It's sad. Just sad.
Oh, wow.
Listen,
Oh,
King
boy.
Petty hasn't gone anywhere. In fact, it might get a promotion to Emperor, which is not going to look good for TWil. I'll tell you that much.
It won't look good.
It's not going to be good.
Everybody trying to be like Bobby Brown, aka TWil.
Well, no.
Did you just call me Bobby Brown? The name is
Yes,
Brown. That's what they
No.
call me.
No. They call him something else. I cannot
Now,
say it
if
over
it
here.
isn't love, why do I feel
This way.
Why does she stay
Stay
on
on my
my
mind.
mind?
Don't do that.
Love.
See, you're just mad because you could never be a lead singer, Ron, okay?
Actually,
right.
I thought I was leading the singing, but okay. All
You're
right.
leading the
Sure.
segment, okay? You're leading the segment.
Hey,
Ron,
listen here. Hey.
Ron, this is what you do right here. Do-wop. This is you, all right?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I think TWil just pulled a muscle, so looks like I'm taking over.
You know,
taking
the
over. So
everybody know it's cold outside, and off the right is heat up. Man,
see, the thing is, Ron. He's near a heater. That's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse.
Wow. All right, Ladarius, fact or fiction?
Can't
What
blame
you
the
got,
rain
man?
or the weather. All righty. All right, so let's do a little fact or fiction. 4 questions. Are we ready, guys?
Hit it.
Yeah.
We're ready. Let's go.
All right. So, fact or fiction? Raheem Morris will be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons in the 2025 season. Once again, Raheem Morris will be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons in the 2025 season. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
I'm going to say fact.
Fact.
CDouble.
I want an accountable coach, and I want to see if Arthur Blanks or if the expectations was to win 8 games, then he stays. But if it was to make the playoffs, bye, fiction.
It might sound crazy, but it
ain't no lie.
Don't do that, Ted.
You're such a hater, Ron. These
No.
are some of my best moves. You're such a hater.
Those are your
Man,
best
that's not
moves?
your best
Oh
move.
boy.
I mean, Ron. I mean, I love how Ron's like, don't do it. But Ron has not made one move yet.
Not one move. Ron is a wallflower. How do you say wallflower? Ronnie Thomas. Ron is a wallflower.
Oh, that was a great group, the Wallflowers. I like that song, One Headlight. Great song.
I'm trying to
But,
Darius.
Well, listen, it is a group.
Yeah.
Listen, whoa. I'm the musical director here. I'm gonna ask you to tone it down.
They are a group. Yes, they are a group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that was-
the lead
When
singer
did they
is Bob.
come out?
No, wait, no. Here's the ironic part. You know who the lead singer is?
Ooh.
It's Bob Dylan's kid. So
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That,
someone
wow,
I've been telling
yes.
you not to do. So
wow. That
Look.
is
isn't it
so
ironic?
irony.
Thank you.
Look, this. When did
Yes.
when did they come out with that song? Their best album? What year?
Which with the Wallflower?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the 1990s. I would say the mid 90s, I believe.
I thought it was 1940s.
No, that was
bro.
that was the sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
That was a failed attempt to diss TWil. Again, a failed
Ron,
attempt to
you
diss
have come up
TWil.
with some good ones. That one was probably your weakest. I gotta.
Ron,
You know, Ron, I'll send you some material, Ron. I got you. I got
Trust
you.
me.
I got a whole
Trust me,
sleeve
I
full
got
right here.
some in my
Oh, wow.
bag that
All right,
just
I got
saved.
some. I got some just for this month alone. It's not gonna be
Whatever.
Good for
Hey,
TWil.
let's
Not
get
good.
back to Falcons trivia. What else
Hey,
we got?
hey! Are you in a rush? Hurry, T will run for me. Yeah, there we go.
Don't do that to you.
Well, that was me, so I won't do that again.
No, I said
Oh no!
TV
Oh, he was dancing. Oh, he was
dance.
dancing.
Nah,
Oh,
nah.
okay. You know what? I'll say one nice thing about TWil. He's actually knowing my musical references. I'll give him credit.
Yeah. And not only that, if you can't dance, then you're no friend of mine. I mean, Ron, you're gonna have to groove a little bit eventually.
Listen, I don't dance, and listen, I'm barely friends with TWil, so there you go. So,
But you
Well,
do
not just
sing,
that,
Ladarius. You do
but
sing.
you know what?
So
Ladarius does
there you go.
sway. He does that little sway of the head and swivel. So that constitutes as a dance. So you good.
No, no.
Yes, it does. I said so.
you know what? It's
Whatever,
my
man.
window. I
Whatever.
can stand the rain. All right. Here we go. We gotta get back on track. All right. Second question. Jimmy Lake. I already know what the answer is going to be, but I'm just doing my job. Jimmy Lake will be the defensive coordinator next season. Is that a fact?
Hell no.
Or
Hell
fiction?
no. That is fiction. Hell no.
Let me say this first. Me and my wife, we called the moving truck people. Early this morning, time they open up their door, they said it's gonna be $45.99 to move all Jimmy Lakes out of Atlanta. Now they said where he going. I said, I don't know. As long as he get the F out of Atlanta, we don't care where he go. But I will drive the truck. So, but I would say fiction.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fiction as well. CDouble?
Man, so the thing is, you said Jimmy Lake will be the defense coordinator of the Falcons next year, right?
Yeah.
This is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be a big fiction for me. He, whether Ra's here or not, I feel like Jimmy Lake was set up to be the scapegoat here.
So he was the fall guy like Lee Majors.
And he's not even that good at one.
Or Ryan Gosling.
Or,
Yeah, listen, I like Emily Blunt in that movie more actually. No, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. We love you, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, TWil on the fence. Now, third question: the Falcons will acquire another backup quarterback by the start of the 2025 season. Once again, the Falcons will acquire another backup quarterback by the start of the 2025 season. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
I'm gonna say that's a fact, Jack.
Dr. Seuss over here.
What movie is that from, guys?
Clearly a 70s movie.
I was about to say New Jack,
40
but
movies.
I know that's not it.
Clearly movie with Fred.
It's Bill Murray. I'll give you a hint. It's Bill Murray, and there's a gopher that stars in the movie.
Oh, Groundhog Day.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Yeah,
I like Groundhog Day better.
Jack. Yeah, Caddyshack. Anyway,
I was gonna say a movie with Fred Hammer Williamson, but anyway, fact or fiction?
you know what? No. I think Brian Cornelius is right. It was Stripes. I'm
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
It was Stripes.
Yeah.
It was Stripes. Right.
Say the question again.
Sure, Ron. The Falcons will acquire another backup quarterback by the start of the 2025 season. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
A fact.
CDouble.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I was actually giving some actual thought here. I'm gonna actually say fiction. I think actually Kurt can actually do some benefit being here, and it's like everyone's talking about the cap money, but the thing is this: you signed him, and you might as well at least keep him this year. Because here's the thing: he's got value, guys, and then let him have a full year to rehab. Let him be able to be on track, and if he's the backup, guess what? When you don't need him, you go ahead and you go to the trade deadline then. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't just automatically trade him, or I wouldn't automatically trade him. I would actually give him a shot. I would actually like to see him stay, because I don't think you need to lose. Unless if we're gonna trade him and it actually really benefits us, cool. If not, just keep him. He's not been a disruptor in the locker room, has he?
No.
So I mean, I think I'm just saying I would like to actually see Kurt. And hey, if we do good and we're what we're supposed to be, it would be nice to see him with, Michael to see, hey, let's get in the playoffs and let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm kind of like I'd like to see Kurt stay. Just saying.
All right. All right. So let's put a speaking of Kirk Cousins, let's put a button on this segment with the final factor fiction. Kirk Cousins will be traded in the offseason. Once again, Kirk Cousins will be traded in the offseason. Is that a fact or is that fiction?
Fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
Well, if I said fiction on the last question, I'm pretty much going to say fiction here. I mean,
I have to, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and look, all I'm saying is, it's like my thing is this: people are worried about the dead cap. It's not that I'm worried about it. It's more of I'm going. You think about having that right guy to mentor Mike. Why can't Kurt still stay? I mean, now if Kurt's saying he wants to start and he doesn't want to be behind anybody, well then yeah, you got to work with him or release him, whatever. I get that. But let's say Kurt says, "Hey man, can you just trade me?" Then he'll get traded. But like I said, I'm just looking at it from this. He does bring value, and I couldn't think of anybody else that it's like this. If you have him as the backup, you're actually in okay shape, unless you're going to tell me you're going to go get what, like who are quarterbacks you would want to get.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And I'll just add this really quickly. Put up on the segment to kind of to echo what CDouble was saying. Listen, with the cutting situation, here's the thing. When you look at we talk about the March or pre-June, either way, it's $65 million. So if whoever, let's just assume Terry Fontenot is still the general manager of this team. So it's a decision of whether you want to cut him, give the designation of the March, I think 12th or 13th designation, or I believe it's the post or pre-June 1st designation. Now that June designation means the dead cap money is split between 2025 and 2026. So now if he does it in March, then they're eating all of that. And so it's a similar situation to what Matt Ryan and what here, and very akin to what the Denver Broncos did with Russell Wilson. So like to C-Dub's point, and plus with the trade situation, Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause. So if he does go to the front office and says I want to be traded, then your hands are kind of tied, and you just got to find a team that wants him, and you may have to eat some of that money in the process. So that's just my 2.5 cents on it. So, and that's the fact or fiction segment, sponsored by Noah. Back to you, TWil. Thank you, all the beautiful people out there. Thank you.
Oh wow, guys, let's do some housekeeping and catch up with some folks. So let's see. Jay Black says, "Guys, good morning."
Good morning.
Raymond Collins said, "Booking to one of our questions." Jay Black, just want to say that the defense with the Panthers did not play man enough. That BI 34 zone. Oh wow. Okay. There's an issue with X this morning, so I'm removing it from my stream. There you go. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
34 zone Lake and Raw run is for the Rats. Understood. A1 says biscuit, and he's correct. Jay Black says hash brown. Raymond Collins says, wow, I missed it. King Richie says, fellas, what's good? Falcon Pandemic says, morning, gents. It's a great Falcon day. Brian Cornelius says, stripes. Thank you, Brian. TWil says, please like, share, and subscribe to 4MYATLSPORTS1 on YouTube.
Boy, that guy really just gets it in. That guy gets it in.
That guy always gets it in, doesn't he? He's relentless. Carlos says that 10 million roster bonus and other stuff might be something they might want to do. Understood. All right, guys. We are caught up, and this is the point in the show where we give one of our I guess one of our coworkers.
Nope, wrong button. Sorry. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from somewhere in Georgia, that man we all love to hear, Mr. Ronnie Thomas. We have Ron Grant.
Thank you.
Or no for or for run.
Wow.
Where do I start at? Oh yeah, this all season, Raheem, what you did to Jimmy Lake yesterday, y'all not friends. Y'all are not friends. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me y'all friends. That were horrible. Now you put him out like that. Now, will you really take him out like that? Like, will you tell him, player, yeah, it's not working here. Will you really do that for your friend? I mean, I got all these questions, I need answers. And you the man that always talking, always popping your gums. So don't get scared now when the heat on you. No dilly, but so you got a lot of questions you got to answer this offseason. And that one of them, Jimmy Lake got to go. He got to go. No ifs, buts about it. I tired you doing the man job. I'm tired of it. Now he got to go. Now bring in somebody that got the right experience that help take their team to the playoffs where we should be right now. But you want to fuck up. You want to make an example out of Jimmy Lake. You make your example, and then somebody should make an example out of you. Off the blank, you need to tell Raheem Morris, hey, you got to cut your friend. He got to go. No ifs, buts about it. And those guys is not no defensive coordinator out here because, 11 of them got fired this morning and yesterday.
11 defensive coordinators got fired?
I just saying.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know the right.
No, I get what he's saying though. No, yeah.
So you do pick one. You cannot be like Ray Charles, talk about you don't see nothing. You cannot be like Stevie Wonder, talk about ain't nothing out there. A lot of them got fired. Now, you said you did take our team into the future. Well, the future is now, players, so don't get started. Don't clean the room. Don't tell Jimmy Lake, hey, give me your card, give me your hats, your bandanas, your shirts, give me all that. You don't need them.
He can't take the shirt? That's foul.
He's not taking nothing.
Shirts have his name on it, don't they? Don't they have his name on
I
the back?
don't care. He got his name on it. You're
Oh,
not going to take it
Ron,
with you.
that is so petty. That is petty.
Did we watch the same game yesterday?
I'm not saying he shouldn't go. I'm just saying leave the man
You're not getting nothing.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Show up and be an imposter as the Falcons defensive coordinator?
Hey, he could be. People crazy nowadays. Hey.
Oh man.
People crazy.
Oh man. Yeah.
I just saying, stuff happens. But
yeah.
Jimmy Lake, you got to go. Raheem, you need, don't tell him, hey, you got to go. No ifs, buts about it. I'm not, you said you love your money. This part of you getting your money.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ron's rant. Thank you, Ronnie Thomas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show where we get to doubling up with C-Dub. Now, we don't know what C-Dub is doubling up this morning, but it's going to be something. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to double up with C-Dub. C-Dub, whoever that producer guy is, man, you got to at least write him up because he's late on all the takes.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I can't fire the guy. You know, I'm pretty
But
close.
also,
Late on all the takes. I'm just saying, he's late on the takes. Okay.
We're doubling it up with C-Dub.
That actually wasn't bad, Darius. Ron, why are you such a hater? Now that was pretty good, Ron. Don't you take that off your segment.
All right. So I want to double up on yet another press conference. You know, it's more like this. Do we remember that time when Raheem was introduced? Or remember the draft combine where he would be like, if we had a quarterback, I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
If, you know, that's a great question. But this team is just a quarterback away. And then I want to go back to the probably interview after Belichick fiasco. Raheem walks in, looks into Arthur Blank's eyes. Probably that light's on, going, probably this is the joke. That Terry and Rich McKay, for some reason, brought to me. And Rod looks at him and goes, I know you're sick and tired of being 7-10. I promise you, I guarantee you, I'll get you one more win if you get me, Kirk Cousins, for $90 million guaranteed. And if you can also let me get my coaches, I guarantee it'll be 8 wins, baby. And we won't be picking in the top 10. Because if that's what happened, then that man deserves to have a job. That man deserves to come back next year. But I guarantee it probably sounded more like, oh, we're going to the playoffs. I have this incredible PowerPoint presentation, like Jim Moore Jr. taught me. As you see here, this is where my BS factor is, and this is where actually expectations really are.
I feel like you're low-key taking a shot at TWil because I do a lot of PowerPoints. I don't know. I don't know what you guys
actually, I was not taking note. That's not a shot.
I'm messing with you.
To be fair, we always do say that Jim Moore impressed Arthur Blanks with the PowerPoint presentation. So that has been confirmed. So, and I'm trying to figure out how this man got the job. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is, so did you guarantee one more win? Because if so, man, you're right on the money. Meaning you made sure that we didn't make the playoffs. Meaning, if I was a player, I wouldn't want to play with you. Now, my thing is this. Someone asked him, what went wrong this season? And Raheem said, I don't know. That's bullcrap. Because he knows what was wrong. He has to look in the mirror. And that's where accountability comes in. The reason why I like Dan Campbell a lot is because that first year, he looked like an embarrassment. He looked like the walking joke. But after every press conference, after everything, he would answer the questions. He would be really blunt with people. But he would always say, I'm taking this. I'll take this. The man never threw offense under the bus. He didn't throw the defense under the bus. He wore the hat. And to me, that's the most important thing. You know, we're going to hear a bunch of interviews, and he'll try to skirt around issues, tap dance. But the reality is this: you were 6-3, 5-0, or 4-0. You swept the Bucks, and you of all things dropped everything to the point that the Bucks had the control, and you made Falcon fans cheer for the Saints. That in itself should be a foul and a fireable offense.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go back to Washington. You had timeouts. No, let's not use them first half. Let's get in that locker room. Okay. I don't get it because we all talked about how Washington will come back.
Mm-hmm.
But the opportunity, that defense made sure you had to stop. And all you had to do was push that ball down the field. And Penix can do it. You then buried your quarterback. And, you know, he said in one interview, oh, I hate when it says that I sound like that. Well, then don't do it. Stop passing the buck. You can just simply look in that camera and say, I messed up. And until we get a guy that's willing to say, I messed up, I wore the hat of responsibility, this is on me, we're not going to get better. Right now, the Falcon culture, I hate to say it, we're mid. We're the mid of, but we're the best of the losers, meaning we're right there. And when we get close to prosperity, something happens. And it usually becomes the coach is dragging it down. And I got to go here. It's not enough about firing Jimmy Lake. Jimmy Lake, I believe, was incompetent the whole time. We had no, and then all we did, or all we heard was Rob making excuses for him. 5 weeks of great defense that we talked about. We all bragged about it. I know I did. But also, we never really talked about this part. We're 2-3. And then the biggest hurt here, defense is the only thing that needs to go. Zach had us playing good. Tidy made a post. And you know what? Here's the thing. Now, I'm not going to go there, but I will say this. When are we going to stop? Falcon fans, do you want to get better? Do you want to see your team better? If you do, you need to demand. I'll tell you what, the Giants, the Eagles, you know, the fan bases, even the Lions, everybody wanted to get better. They were tired of losing. And fans stood on it. We got to stop coddling teams. We got to stop coddling coaches. And my thing is this. If Raw just simply was accountable, I would be like, you know what? Give him another year. No problem. Give him another year. He deserves it. No accountability on the defense. No accountability for his own coaching staff. He's the reason. And then you show up against New Orleans, Seattle, with no life. The Raiders game, you struggled to beat Desmond Ridder. I'll repeat. The quarterback that you said couldn't handle a team, you struggled. And almost lost that game, which is crazy because you shouldn't even have been in that position. So that's why I say, if you want to play this game of, oh, well, we were good on offense. Okay, we'll be good on offense. What's going to be the excuse next year? I have serious doubts with this leadership because to be an effective leader, you must be accountable. Raheem, for 5 weeks you were helping, you were doing everything to get this defense on the board. Why on earth did you just pull off on the last game of the season? That's another question I want to ask now. And for people to go, well, so winning 9 games, I guess, wasn't that important then. Just wondering. And like I said, when his team loses, Dan Campbell apologizes. I haven't heard Ra do anything like that. And that to me. It's like this. Every coach, Kirby Smart, I know, felt when Georgia lost. This guy just looks at it like, okay. Did you see my Jordans?
I wouldn't go that far. I'm not going to say the man.
Although they were nice Jordans, by the way.
I'm sure they were, but I'm not going to say the man.
But I'm just saying, it's just awful that we have to go to this point. Because if he would have taken accountability, I'm telling you, I think the fan base would actually be okay with him. That's it.
Yeah, no doubt. And thank you, CDouble. I appreciate that. No, Ladarius, you got something?
Oh no. I was gonna first of all, that was doubling up with CDouble. And
thank you.
I did want to add one point to kind of, and I don't know what side of the fence my point's going to be on here, but here's the thing. I understand where CDouble's coming from this perspective. Listen, that radio interview he didn't do him any favors.
None at all.
Because like I said in the previous show, he gave the double bird to to us as fans. It was basically like he cut a Stone Cold Steve Austin promo.
Oh, wow.
And someone's been a wrestling fan for almost my whole life. I said that sounded just like a guy in the middle of a ring cutting a promo, in the middle in Atlanta, just cutting a promo. That's exactly what he was doing. And the bigger issue is this.
Oh boy.
Despite all of that, we have to also understand, like, I'm not going to, like I say, I think Raheem is a great dude. I think he brings a certain level of positivity. But in that same vein, I think he has to understand and read the room. I think that's his problem.
Yes.
Is that he has to understand, like, you have to really understand the fit. And the thing is, he's been on this coaching staff. So I would think he would understood what he needs, because it just feels like he goes up to the podium and just says things. And like King Richard said, he needs somebody, and it's a legitimate concern because his words sometimes rubs people the wrong way. He's not a terrible, I tell people all the time, he's not a terrible coach. I just feel that how he expresses, when he's asked a question and he expresses it, it just comes out like cheeks. It's awful. And it's very true. Because like I said,
it's true. That's true.
Because like how do you when someone asks you, man, we give up 40 points to a team that averaged not even close to 20 points per game, and they doubled their total in the loss. You could blame, but Raw, the defense, he has to understand how to answer that question. Because sometimes just because you're a great coach doesn't mean you're great speaking. Like Bill Belichick, great coach, not great with the media.
No.
His answers were kind of like Dr. Seuss type situation, like one-liners, because he wanted to get out of there. He's like, we're on to Cincinnati, or we're on to New York. Like, he was not. But I'm not saying Raw should be that way, but Raw has to understand words matter. I guess I took it from a person who writes a lot, that words matter. So I don't know where side of the fence what CDouble's talking about, but it's just like, I don't think it's fireable because look, we've seen around the league. Listen, the coaching pool is not as deep as we think it is. So there's like Brian Daboll was coach of the year, and then now look at this year.
He's actually staying.
Kevin Stefanski, coach of the year, he's gonna stay. You know, the point is that Coach Rod just needs to be honest with himself and look in the mirror like, hey, you have to make change. This is not a joke. Read the room, learn what you're saying, because your words matter, because you are the head coach of this football team. So that's my 2.5 cents on it.
Excuse me, guys.
Well, thank you.
I'll be right back.
Guys. So
take a station break, and we'll be right back with the music.
be right back.
Kenny Lattimore. We'll be
you know
right
what, guys? The Falcons have made an addition to the staff. Newsflash, everybody. The Falcons to the staff. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons' new PR director that's going to guide Raheem in his press conferences. Olivia Pope, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope. Yes. Yes, Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope
Great
is
work.
the new PR director for the Atlanta Falcons, and Raheem will no longer make speeches. Olivia Pope will make all of his speeches going forward. Yep, Olivia Pope. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. No, in all seriousness, what I want to do, guys, right now is examine the comments made by one Raheem Morris last night after last night's game. Okay, and we had a good time examining them last night on One Time for the Fan, and we're going to carry that tradition. Well, not a tradition, but we're going to carry that on for today's show. All right. So Raheem Morris, in his interview, says, we did not come out to play on defense, and it showed. He went on to say, really shocked and really disappointed in the team's defense. We took a huge step back today. Those things can't happen. I'm going to say that again because I would love to hear from each and every one of you guys your thoughts on what Raheem is really saying and what is really going on right here. All right? So I'm going to say it again. We did not come out to play on defense, and it showed. Was really shocked and really disappointed in the team's defense. We took a huge step back today. Those things can't happen. Mr. CDouble, I need your Shakespearean interpretation as to what Raheem is saying in this passage.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
right.
wow. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Look,
Wow.
the word salad Smith that is Raheem is this. So he can't believe it. He's stunned. Because week 1 through 11, that's your defense. So the question is, what changed? What changed? And this is maddening with me. You know, Raheem people say, oh, well, he's helping with the defense. And it's like, when you say that, there is nothing wrong with a head coach who knows defense contributing. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's what you should do. If you're the head coach, you're the captain, you should be able to look, and if your team is, weakening, you try to help to the best of your abilities. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Okay. I'm just asking, because in my mind, this is how I see it. So he's saying, it wasn't there. So my question then is this: did you not notice what you did has consequences? Again, accountability. Because those men have been with you, have dealt with this. And then to see that defense, guys, we didn't see anybody moving. Ellis wasn't even, in motions. Ebiketie kind of was handcuffed. It's like, for God's sakes, Judon got burnt by a backup running back. So, and it's like that. So my question is this: so is he trying to throw the defense players under the bus about this, or is he looking at the GM too? Or not the GM, but the DC. Like, who's all accountable? Because that's all I'm asking. We have not seen Raheem be accountable, and that's why I think about this, and it just aggravates me. But go ahead.
I appreciate your perspective, sir. Ronnie Thomas, what is Raheem trying to say? And I'll repeat it again because I know, we did not come out to play today on defense, and it showed. Really shocked and really disappointed in the team's defense. We took a huge step back today. Those things can't happen. Ronnie, give me your thoughts on what he's really saying.
Okay, y'all love movies, right?
Right. Who doesn't?
I want y'all to guess this movie. You know you effed up, right? You know you effed up.
You know you done messed up, right?
Yeah.
You definitely bought the soda at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know you done messed up, right? So you definitely bought the soda at 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
You know you done messed up, right? So definitely bought it at 12:15. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you got the movie, right, Terry?
Yes, Menace to Society. Circa 1993.
Right. So he trying to make the scapegoat on Jimmy Lake.
Sounds like he's laid it at Jimmy's feet, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He give it to him on a platter. He like, I don't want the attention on myself. I want y'all to give him the same amount of heat y'all give me. Well,
Wow.
last time I checked, you the one gave him the job. Yes or no? Right here.
He did. He did give him the job.
You vouch for the man. You vouch for Raheem. I mean for Jimmy Lake. You vouch for him. Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna put your man out there to dry like that. So you tell me you don't care. But I got another question for you. If somebody would do you like that, how would you feel, Raheem?
I mean, if I'm Jimmy Lake, you're asking Raheem that. I mean,
I just asked him a question. If somebody in the comments on the panel, somebody tell me, if somebody do you like that, how would you feel?
Well, I guess my question is, does he deserve it though? Like, does he deserve it? I mean, to quote the great Ladarius, has he been cheeks this year? Has Jimmy Lake been awful?
Well,
why all of a sudden the righteous indignation, Ron?
Why? Smile. I'm not gonna lie. It made me smile. You know what? You all right, TWil. You all right.
Oh wow! Oh wait, hold on.
Wow!
Somebody
capture
this on video. Oh my God! I just got a compliment from Ladarius. Holy shit! I'm playing the lottery today. All right.
Hey, Terry, TWil. This needs to be a short. That needs to be a short right there.
That does need to be a short. You know what? That is going to be a short.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Now, if go back to what I said a while back, you know your man was trash, but you still gave him the job. So, do that make you trash?
Well, I mean, he gave him an opportunity to perform. The guy didn't perform, right? He didn't perform.
But once again, you got to know it go back to accountability. We hold everybody on the panel, we hold each other accountability. Yes or no?
Yeah, we do hold each other accountable. That is true.
Okay. So if I know my boy cannot do the job, why would I give him the job?
Maybe you thought he could. Maybe look, sometimes things don't work out. Now, all I'm saying is, you know what? I'm going to wait
No,
I hear you.
I'm gonna no.
I hear you. I'm gonna wait.
I'm gonna hear your feedback because I need to know these kind of stuff. If
Well,
you're not ready,
I feel like he's laying this at Jimmy Lake's feet, and honestly, look it, Jimmy deserves it. Jimmy was not great this year, okay,
right.
and you
But-
waited until week 11 to make a change, and I mean, this happens in this business. Jimmy's not going to be the first guy to take the shiv. He's not going to be, and he won't be the last.
Right.
Okay,
Come
he
on,
won't be
I
the
need
last.
more.
It's going to happen.
More.
We got dark real fast.
You're on the right train track. I need more.
Hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that Big Low?
We have a celebrity joining us this morning. We have Mr. Big Low Country. What in the world, Bo? Ron, hang on to that thought. We're going to shift gears a little bit. Mr. Big Low, how you doing this morning, sir?
Welcome.
Man, I told my boss, I said, look, I'm clocking in today, but I ain't doing nothing.
I heard that.
That's
man.
accountability right there.
I heard
that's
that.
what Big Low
That's what I like to hear.
Oh,
We use accountable more than anybody on the planet on this show. I'm just saying, this show, that word has been used 50 times in this episode alone. I'm sorry, Big Country. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, no. You good. I'm just so pissed off. It's like, when's the last time team lost 2 back-to-back overtime games and ain't never touched the ball? As their
Kerry said that.
Yes, as their defensive head coach was the person that was supposedly leading the charge, meanwhile standing 10 yards back off the freaking ball every defensive snap. Bryce Young's out here throwing Steph Curry touchdowns, celebrating before they catch the ball. Bijan Robinson, Drake London having career highs, and we still lose the freaking game. Bo, I just don't know. I was listening to y'all a little bit earlier, and you asked the question, well, I mean, how does that make Raheem look if he picked his homeboy that was trash to come into the situation? Raheem Morris feels like just because he's in the room, everything is supposed to go right, and that's not the case. Everything is going right just because you here.
So, Big Low, I got a question for you, right? I'm going to read this passage from last night's interview with our guy, Coach Raheem, and I just give me your impression on what he's saying. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Raheem Morris, we did not come out to play today on defense, and it showed. Really shocked and really disappointed in the team's defense. We took a huge step back. Those things can't happen. Give me your thoughts on what he really is saying. Go ahead.
Amen. So he used "we" a lot of times until one point in that statement. Could you please read it over again?
Absolutely. We did not come out to play today on defense, and it showed. Really shocked, really disappointed in the team's defense. We took a huge step.
Stop
right there.
Really disappointed in the team's defense. Not in our defense. Not in my defense, in the team that I helped construct, in the team's defense. What is that telling you, TWil?
I think he's laying that one on Jimmy. I think he's saying, really disappointed in this game plan that you put together, Jimmy. You didn't take this up with me, Jimmy. Now, Jimmy,
you went rogue.
Jimmy, hold on one sec. This is me doing my Raheem. This is me doing my Raheem. Okay. Now, Big Low, I'm gonna need your help. Okay.
Okay.
You ready, Big Low? You are playing the role of my henchman today, and we are holding Jimmy over the balcony, and we are 100 stories up. Okay, you ready?
Man,
I'm ready.
You ready? All right. CDouble, you're my other henchman. Okay. All right. And Ron and Ladarius are looking out for the cops. to make sure they don't come in as I prove a point. All right.
Mm.
Are you guys ready? I'm getting into character now. All right. And
Okay, Denzel.
scene. All right. Jimmy, we've been over this, baby. We've been over this, okay?
Let him go.
Raheem don't like it. Raheem don't like it. Hey, Big Low, pull him up. Pull him up, Big Low. Pull him up.
Do I have to?
Yeah. I need to look in his face. Big Low. I need to look in his face.
I'll pull him up.
You got to take the ball.
Jimmy, what did I tell you my office hours were, Jimmy? My office hours, what about office hours, Jimmy? They're 9 to 5. I don't like being here at 2 o'clock in the morning making this point to you. What the hell was that game plan that you put together last night? I don't appreciate it. Why do we go back, Jimmy? Why are we doing the Watusi way back? Why are we doing the way back, Jimmy? Nobody does the way back anymore. Hey, CDouble, Big Low, hey, put him over the balcony. Put him over the balcony.
All right, boss.
You don't got to ask me twice.
This man
hang him
cost me
by his
money.
pants. Hey, look it, Jimmy. You can still come over next week for spades, okay?
Whoa, what you
Don't
doing?
drop them. Don't drop them. Okay? Don't drop them. We could
Too
get
late.
sued. I don't want to get sued.
Big Low. He said drop him.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Don't drop them.
My
Hey,
bad.
Jimmy, you can come over next
Right,
week
here's
for
the slippery.
spades, but we got to move on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our reenactment. Can we get an applause there, CDouble? Can we get an applause? I think it's worthy of an applause. Give me an applause. All right. Thank you.
But
Hey, ladies and
Really,
gentlemen,
we
guess
could
what?
do an applause for this person.
Hey. That look, that whoever was the lead actor in that scene, mwah, he was great. All right. He was great.
I don't
you
know, man.
were
He was great. He was great. No, in all seriousness, we got Miss Carrie from One Time for the Fan joining us this morning. Miss Carrie, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Oh, she's
Doing
got her
good.
she's got her evening radio host voice on this morning. I just love it. And by the way, Big Low, Carrie says that well done steaks are for losers. Okay, just saying.
Not stats.
Just
Well done
throwing
steak.
that.
She is
Well done
completely
steaks.
correct.
Jack. Where are you, buddy?
I mean, I don't see no lies.
No lies.
No lies detected.
I mean, look, if you
I
if
need
you
everyone
want,
in the chat to drop how they like their steak cooked, so I can either agree with you or judge you, please.
yes,
Oh man.
because if you want
My
teeth,
daughter-
you don't want a well done steak. I mean, that's
Yeah.
How
gotta
you
have
like your
the
steak done, Maya? Maya likes her. That's my middle daughter. She likes her steak done medium.
Okay,
hello.
see, I can rock with her.
They
like
say
it.
you're one of the cool kids, Maya. You can sit at
She
the cool table.
is.
Yeah.
Medium
I
or
like
medium
mine
well for me.
Yeah, Carrie says well done steaks are for losers, Maya. That's what
I
she
just okay,
Maya
when
agrees with you, Carrie.
Yeah,
Maya agrees with you.
she's awesome. No,
like
like when
why
I
even
was,
eat the steak? Like if it's
Yeah.
well done.
Cooked all the Joes.
you know, it's funny because when I was like a kid, I'm not even trying to be funny, but when I was a kid or maybe even a teenager, probably I would get my steak well
they're over
done. But that's just because
My
I was
dad-
kind of grossed out by the pink or what have you or the blood. But then it's like I tasted a medium and I tasted a medium well steak, and then it's like, wow, the difference.
Changed
It's
your life.
juicier, more flavor. It's a world
Yes.
of difference. I highly recommend you guys trying at least medium well.
Yes.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's called sensibility. You know, we grow with our new taste buds sometimes.
Exactly.
You don't
All
have
right,
to
so-
be chicken tender slut to enjoy a good steak.
I mean, look, you could either eat a medium steak or you could put some steak seasoning A1 on the 2x4 and try to chew that.
Did you just say seasoning on a 2x4? I love
Oh,
that.
Medium
John
well
would
in the
love
chat.
you.
Love it.
Where's John? John would love you. Let's see. Carlos says medium well. Strapped up says medium well. Carlos says always a ribeye. I hear you, brother. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So
now y'all
so
gonna make
guys,
me want steak, man, and I ain't got the money for it right now, man.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Hey, man, look it. Steaks. I'm sorry. Well done steaks and stats apparently are for losers. So, guys, look.
Amen. But did we win?
We did not win.
So that means
Bigelow. Yeah, we lost.
Okay.
We did lose, unfortunately. Okay. Bigelow, where do we go from here? All right. You're GM for the day, Bigelow. You are Terry Fontenot. You have been empowered with the power cosmic to do anything you want to do to our franchise. Okay. What are you doing in 2025, sir? What are you doing?
So if I'm the GM for 2025, the first thing that I would do is call Jimmy Lake to the office. Say, hey, you know, it was I'm not gonna lie to you, Jimmy, it wasn't a good run. Like, we had some good times, but it wasn't a good run. You know, I think we need to move on. Insert any breakup R&B song that you would like to. Second thing that I would do is bring back the red helmets. That it doesn't have anything to do with the performance on the field, but I would bring back the red helmets. That's the second thing that I would do. Third thing I would do is I would look at some of these bigger contracts to restructure. To a certain extent, it's like I want to run it back with a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball, like the Matthew Judons of the world, because we've seen that it wasn't the Jimmys and Joes, it was the X's and O's in this situation, because those 3 or 4 weeks after the bye week, Matthew Judon looked like the player that we were trying to get from the New England Patriots. So yeah, I would try to restructure and, go after some of those guys. And then I would legitimately go after a cornerback, because the same way Raheem Morris said in that interview whenever he first got hired, that we were a quarterback away from him getting this job and having a good team. We were a cornerback away this year, because that's why they played the soft coverage. They were scared of their cornerbacks getting burned. So I would legitimately go after a legitimate cornerback, either in the draft or free agency, preferably the draft. That's pretty much it. Offensive side of the ball, I'm happy with. I would keep Kyle Pitts. I would hope that him and Michael Penix would kind of get a little bit of rapport, but if they don't, I will go ahead and move on from them after that 5th year. But overall, I think most of the changes need to be on the defensive side of the ball. I think yesterday's game was a microcosm of the season. You had career highs for Drake London. You had career high for Bijan Robinson. Michael Penix, played a phenomenal game. He missed a couple of throws. Like, let's be honest, he missed some throws. They still had over 300 yards. The interception came from a drop pass, but the defense gave up 44 points to Bryce freaking Young.
Sorry about that.
All good. No, hey, excellent point. Excellent points. So again, guys, we're playing Falcons GM. Hey, and you know what else I'd love to know, Bigelow?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Coach Ronnie would say about last night's performance?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this right here. Coach Ronnie wasn't all too happy. She she said that Raheem Morris was a a keying all throughout the season. In the words of CDouble, and that's a paraphrase of what Coach Ronnie said. She said he was skinning and grinning, and a keying up until those last 2 weeks of the season, whenever his feathers got ruffled a little bit. And she said that she doesn't feel like it's a good judge of character. She feels like, whenever you face that adversity, or whenever people tell you about the things that they don't like about you, that kind of shows what your actual, that kind of shows the actual person that you are. And the fact that, he wanted to square up with Mike Bill and, try to get into it with our beloved Rob Tribble, but that's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign at all. That is not a good sign at all. Oh man. All right. So hey, Big Low, thank you very much. We're going to switch places here for a sec, and I'm going to call this next segment. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Oh man. Are you guys ready for the next segment? I'm going to call this next segment Pour Out a Little Liquor. Yes. 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 Yes.
I got a little cup.
This is for the expectations for the Atlanta Falcons season this year. I'm actually not going to pour it out because I'm in my office, which is actually my wife's office. And since she's in near proximity, it probably would piss her off. But you guys know what this gesture is all about. I am pouring out liquor for the expectations of the season. I'm pouring out liquor for the fact that we were going to make the playoffs. I'm pouring out the liquor for the fact that we were going to go on a deep run. And I am pouring out liquor for Kirk Cousins' tenure as a Falcon. You know what? Hey, man, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Let's go. All right. So, TWil, the guy we all know and love. Nothing.
Huh?
Okay. TWil is the GM, okay, of the Falcons. And in my first move, and a very bold move, Big Low, okay, I am going to hire a new nutrition coordinator. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get some applause?
Yes.
Yes, the Falcons' new nutrition coordinator is a beautiful, talented Miss Carey. And, as she says, well done steak is for losers, guys, okay? Well done steak is for losers, okay? All right. That's my first move, okay? And I think it's a great one, okay? She's our new meal coordinator, and we just don't want to come off as losers, right? And it's
Look,
not.
if I can get steak every day, Carrie, you got the job.
Look, it's not just that stats are for losers. Well done steaks are for losers, okay? So Berto, Jack, you guys can't come on this ride. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
man. We're gonna have to convert them to medium well or something first. We don't want to lose them.
No 80 on the run, Jack. Sorry. You like well done steak. We love you, buddy. Sorry. All right. Now, for my next move, okay, wait, because I get a couple of moves. All right, guys. So settle down. For my next move, okay, Raheem will no longer deliver messages. All right. My next move, okay.
Turn into a puppet?
Our new PR coordinator, Miss Olivia Pope. Miss Olivia Pope will answer all of Coach Ra's questions. Okay. She'll do all of his interviews, and we won't have these issues anymore. Okay. I'm just saying that's what we're gonna do. With TWil's Falcons. Okay?
Okay.
I'm the GM now. All right. The other thing is, I agree. Okay, I agree with GM Big Low. We are going to bring back the red helmets. Okay, we're bringing back the red helmets.
On principle.
Kirk O'Chains is on the first thing smoking to Cleveland. We're going to work it out, and probably going to trade Kyle because we need some draft picks. And we're probably going to draft a corner, probably going to draft a defensive tackle, maybe an edge rusher. Okay, and we're going to go and get some linebackers, and that's how TWil is going to do it. Okay, so. I know, guys. I know you're all impressed. I know. I couldn't believe it myself. Right? Brilliant.
You done again, T-Will. You done.
Thank you. And CDouble, whoever the producer of our show is really slow today. Okay. Need you to have a conversation with them, CDouble. Okay.
Oh,
just
you wanted applause. Okay, hold on.
I did want an applause. Yeah. Yes, I did. I wanted an applause. I didn't want Little John. I wanted an applause. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, he wanted to give you that finger, apparently.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's just not – that's – wow.
Oh, I just realized Ladarius took over the soundboard.
Is that what it was? Okay. All right. So we're going to have Miss Carey front and center, because that's how we do it on 4MYATL Sports. We give our artists room to express themselves. Miss Carey, are you ready? Miss Carey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
the name of this segment is Questions for the Falcons coaching staff. Okay? Questions
Ooh,
for the
I got a
Falcons
great
coaching
one.
staff.
I got a great one.
All right. So,
I'm ready to go.
Miss Carrie, you are in the press room, right? It's you, what's his name? D-Led,
D-Led.
and
That's right.
a bunch of other folks, right? And you're in front of Raheem.
D-Led
What
already
is
asked
the
the first question.
What is the question that you want to ask him?
Okay, my question I am asking is, according to Next Gen Stats, last week the Carolina Panthers faced the Tampa Bay Bucks. Bryce Young was faced with a career high pressure rate of 68.6%. Yesterday, you faced Bryce Young in a must-win game, and the defense somehow played their worst game since the bye week. Bryce Young was pressured on just 15.8% of his dropbacks versus the Falcons, which sadly, a stat that I don't like to admit, but that was the lowest rate in his NFL career. We're on the wrong side of another stat. So he went from being pressured at the highest rate in his career last week against our rival, the Tampa Bay Bucks, to the lowest rate in his career against us. And he had his way, and he had a career day against us. What do you have to say for yourselves besides pack your bags, Jimmy?
Ladies and
Wait,
gentlemen,
first of all,
playing the
that
role
was one of the best
of
questions I've ever heard.
it was a great question. And you know what? I'm glad you think that, Big Low, because you're playing the role of Coach Raheem.
Oh,
So,
no.
I'm
Aha,
Coach Raheem.
Kiki time.
Okay, so
Gregory
So-
Hines, start the stepping.
all right, so I'm gonna answer this in Coach Raheem Morris fashion. All right, okay. So you asked me what do I have to say for myself, Kerry?
Yeah, like first I want to ask, why is that? Why do you believe that Bryce Young was pressured at the career lowest yesterday, and by your defense? And number two, what changed since the bye week? Why was the Falcons defense getting the most sacks in the league the last 5 weeks to yesterday? Bryce Young could do whatever he wanted against our defense. It was quite embarrassing showing. So those are my two questions for you. And number three, you're not gonna like, but what do we have to, as Falcons fans, what do we have to have faith in you as the leader of the team with this kind of performance going forward, and from your defensive coordinator? And yeah, that's what I have to ask, please.
Well, first of all, Kerry, I do want to let you know that stats are for losers. One thing that you have to realize is that whenever you come to this press conference, first of all, I know that you young people, you have your shoe game and everything, and that's real cool. But I see that you're wearing New Balances, and I thought that only old people wear New Balances. But that's not an issue. That's not something that we're going to talk about. But look here, Kerry, I'm going to talk really fast so you really don't understand and really catch everything that I'm saying. The fact of the matter is that when it comes to Bryce Young's pressure rate, we have to acknowledge the fact that yes, they had 60-something% and we had 15%. But if you multiply 15 times 4, we would have that. So if we would have had 4 sacks yesterday, we would have been in the same situation that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been in. But things
Let me
just really
guess.
didn't work out.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to interrupt you, sir. Are you trying to say you're translating this to say, oh yeah, Carolina, that's a really good football team. That's a really good quarterback. Yeah, I mean, they played great football yesterday.
Carolina is a really good football team. That's a really
That's
good
exactly
quarterback.
what he would say. That's a great quarterback. That's a good football team. They play great
That's a
football
really good
yesterday.
football team over there. We definitely respect those guys. Anytime you play a team in the NFL, you have to really consider, the fact that those guys are some of the best in the world. So, I mean, yes, that's a really good team, really good quarterback. And every week, what we're going to do is we're going to try to fight and try to improve on every aspect of the game,
Even when we can't.
even when we can.
Oh,
Stats are for
wow.
losers.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love
Raheem
it.
has spoken.
Thank you, Carrie. All right. So, C-Dub, it's time for your question for Coach Ra. Big Low Country is going to continue to play the role of Coach Ra. So hang on, Coach Ra. Yes, C-Dub, what's your question for Coach Ra?
First of all, D-Led, that was a great first question. And then Miss Carey, your questions were so much better than D-Led because that bow tie needs to get tightened. Anyway.
First of all,
Now,
C-Dub, I just want to let you know that's a
C-Dub.
nice beard that you have. Go ahead.
Thank you, because it's a whole lot better than what you got. Anyway, here's my question. You said stats are for losers. Do we have a winning record?
It depends on what part of the season you were talking about.
No. Do we have a winning record?
I mean, whenever we were 6-3, we had a winning record.
Well, a few months ago I was 250, but we can't go back and live the past now, can we?
Yeah.
See, that's your issue, C-Dub. You live in the past. You're living in the past.
Yes.
You need to let that go. You're living in the past, C-Dub. I don't have to answer
I want to talk about the past a little bit. Between the 5 games that Kirk Cousins sucked balls, my question is this: when he had 1 touchdown and 9 interceptions, he conducted a color blindness, and he was just attracted to the opposite jersey. Why did you not think about bringing in Penix until someone told you to? Because after that Oakland game, you were all about Kirk Cousins, and then all of a sudden we get news that Michael Penix is playing. What was anyone assisting you by saying that you needed to start Michael Penix?
I mean, of course he does. I mean, and I really like how you asked the question as you rub your luxurious beard. Of course, I mean, we had to make sure that we consulted with everybody. We consulted with all the coaches. We consulted with Mr. Blank and Rich McKay and some of the vendors there at the stadium and some of the people who helped clean the bathrooms. It's a process whenever we make those type of decisions. Oh, I'm sorry?
Did you get to consult with Big Low and Uncle Steve?
No, I don't like Big Low. I don't like Big Low. I don't like him. I don't like his dog. I don't like the clothes that he wears. I don't like his shoes. I don't like his blue truck. I don't like him. I just don't like Big Low. I don't like his name. I really wish his name was Small High. I just don't like Big Low. So no, I did not consult with Big Low. No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh wow.
Wow. All right. So my follow-up question.
Oh.
There have been alleged rumors of you and Mr. Jimmy Lake hanging over at the 112, trying to go over certain schemes, but yet a Learn to Read and Write program was activated. What can you say about that?
Well, first of all, C-Dub, and I'm going to speak really fast right now, so you can't really catch what I'm saying. Yes, I was there, but that doesn't make any difference. The fact of the matter is that it doesn't make any difference where I come up with the game plans at, as long as I'm working on the game plans. I can work on the game plans at 112, Magic City, the Claremont Lounge. It really doesn't matter as long as I'm working on the game plans. I really don't talk about where you work at. I mean, do you see me go to Big Low's house and go to his job and say, "Hey, you shouldn't be working from home"? I don't really do that. So I mean, people work remotely. I can work remotely from 112 in my lounge. I can go to the Cheetah Club and work remotely if I want to. I don't have to answer that question, but I did for you, C-Dub, just because you have a nice beard. Keep.
Raheem, do you think there's going to be any backlash with 92.9 The Game after your outburst with Rob Tribble and Mike Bell, since Rob was just trying to defend you to the Falcon Nation and you kind of set fire to your reputation?
What kind of backlash?
Those are my questions, Your Honor.
All right. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. We're gonna get Mr. Ronnie Thomas in here. Mr. Ronnie Thomas, I know you have some questions for Raheem. Oh wow, that was a little violent. So at C-Dub, why is it that you're on time with Ron but not on time with anybody else? Can you help me with that? I don't understand, C-Dub. I mean, look, I've been dropping haymakers all show long, and you're nowhere to be found. Okay, and we bring on Ron, and it's like
I just got control. You are just berating me. I just got control back over my stuff, and now you're like going, "Oh, I need this. I need this." All right,
I'm not
Rob,
berating
back
you.
up there, pal.
I'm not berating you. I'm berating the producer of the show who's over the music and sound effects. I'm not berating you.
And I had to pull a Raheem by having to just take over the job and make sure everything was going okay.
Way to fire back.
That's how you do it.
So
because I'm accountable to my people.
Oh, wow.
Unlike some people.
Oh, wow.
Not mentioning your names.
Oh, my God. Ron, what do you have for Coach Ra this morning?
So, Raheem.
Hey, first of all, that's a nice hat. I have one like that at home.
Oh, wow.
So all the people that vouched for you to get this opportunity, were they lying?
I mean, what's your definition of lying?
They said you were a brilliant head coach. They said you were the best defensive head coach. They said you would do a good job, and you would take this team to the next level. Were they lying?
I mean, in true Raheem Morris fashion, I had to start answering the question before you finished. Of course, they were not lying, and I'm going to answer this question also in an accelerated tone, because the fact of the matter is that I did take this team to the next level. We were 7-10, and this year we're 8-9. So therefore, improvement has occurred.
Got that one win better.
So I mean the next level. Or should I say that? Were you lying when you said we will outrun the South?
I mean, well, think about it like this right here, Ron. We went 4-2 in the NFC South. I think that's pretty doggone fast.
So, Raheem, you know, will you cut ties with Jimmy Lake this offseason, or will he be back on the staff, be your doormat again next year?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Ron, and I'm going to ask you this question in an accelerated speed. No, I'm not going to let him go. And the fact of the matter is that because me and Jimmy Lake look as good together as me wearing capri pants. So whenever you look at, the way I wear these capri pants, and it shows my calves, and it just makes my shoes look especially good.
Thank you, Mr. Terry.
I'm sorry, what?
Who told you those capri pants look good, Jimmy Lake?
Right.
Oh, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is everybody's looking at them, and everybody always commenting on them. And I mean, whenever they say, people are always saying, "Hey."
The fact that matter is, this off season, you need to go to get some longer pants. I've been having nightmares ever since you start wearing them, and they're not a good thing.
Well,
I like the capri pants. I like the capri pants. Okay, Ryan.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Ryan.
I think
completely honest with you, Ryan. I don't have to do that. You're thinking about people wearing longer pants. You're living in the past. You need to let that go. That's not my problem. Just because you wear longer pants, that doesn't mean I have to. I'm genius and I'm brilliant.
Oh wow.
And Mr. Raheem, what will you do different this off season to make the defense a top 5 defense in free agent?
Well, I've been wearing Jordan 12s. So I think I'm gonna wear Jordan 6s next year. I really like the way the Jordan 6s. I really feel like they'll help my capri pants pop a little bit better.
So you tell me, this off season, you will not do nothing different but change your shoes.
He did something
to this
I don't have to
team.
answer that question. I mean, TWil, do I have to answer this question?
Yes. I mean, not if you don't feel like it, Coach. If you don't answer, you don't have to.
See?
Well, listen, Ron. Listen.
We want him to come back on the show, Ron.
Well, listen, Ron. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I mean, as far as changing the defense, I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of coaches jargon, and hopefully you just don't understand, what I'm talking about, and you're gonna think I'm really saying something. So I mean, as far as changing the defense, we're really going to look at some of the alignments, and we're going to shift alignments maybe to the odd side of the field, to the even side. And then moving forward, we might try to load the box up a little bit and try to run some more stunts and loopers. And as far as that man coverage, we're going to try to give man looks, and we're still going to run zone coverage. I mean, don't get it mistaken. We're not going to change that, but we're going to have some man looks. We're going to have guys follow guys and make it look like they're running, man coverage, but then we're still going to drop back in zone. We're still going to give guys 10 yards. We're going to let them catch the ball, and the first two people are going to miss the tackle. But hopefully that third guy will make the tackle before he gets to the side.
You know what, Bitlow? You sound just like Raheem.
Oh wow! Oh,
a bunch of jibber jabber.
Oh wow! Ladies and gentlemen, playing the role of Raheem Morris, Big Low. Let's give him a hand. Yes. Oh man, that was great. Big Low, you're just phenomenal, man. I appreciate it.
Man.
I enjoy it every time.
I really felt like Raheem was here.
That was
right.
that was great. That was truly great.
Hey man. Hey, look, thank you so much for having me on, brother. I appreciate the invitation.
Hey man, look it. That invitation is open anytime I go live, man. Because let me tell you something. You are one of one. When God made you, He broke the mold, and you are truly talented. And it's just a joy to know you, man.
Hey, man, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Well, look, y'all take it easy, man. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
want to tell the folks where they can find you, Big Low?
Yeah, y'all can find us at Big Low Country Sports on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Good deal. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Big Low. Have a great day, sir.
All right.
All right. Well, guys, the bewitching hour doth approach. I need to go make the world safe for wireless customers everywhere. So we're going to wrap this show up. But that was so much fun. Miss Carrie, as always, thank you for joining us. Great question, Miss Carrie. Great question. Great question. And again, lest we not forget, well done steaks are for losers. So just putting that out there. We're spreading your message all across the world, Miss Carrie, just so you know.
Thank you.
And you will be joining our Falcons as our nutrition coordinator because, again, well done steaks are for losers. Miss Carrie, tell the world where they can find you.
Yeah, you guys can find me on One Time for the Fan. I try to make it as much as possible, but we're on there Friday mornings, Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, and then I'm also on Twitter talking Falcons football. Carrie Lynn XOX. Thank you, guys.
And Carrie is the best producer in the world. She's always giving us great content. She's always reminding us. She's always keeping us forward. And, I don't know if you can tell, but we just love her. So, Miss Carrie, thank you.
Before I go, I want to I wanted to let you know that the PFF's grades came out for yesterday's game, and the top rated grades for our offense is number 3 was Bergeron at 91.8, Chris Lindstrom 92.3, and number 1 Michael Penix 95.9.
Let's go, Penix.
95.9. That's impressive. Bijan and Drake also both got at 89. Bijan got 89.0 and Drake got 89.9. Really great showing by our offense, and I do believe the future is bright for the offense. We just got to get that defense figured out.
Amen. Could not have said it better myself. And hey, I appreciate that, and we appreciate your contribution, Miss Carrie, as always.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
You do the same. Thank you, Miss Carrie.
You do the same.
CDouble, tell these folks where they can find you.
All right. Let's see. CDouble 28 is the YouTube channel to get a hold of me. And also on the TikTok, CDouble 28, AWT or CDouble AWTN for Twitter. And also to, stay here at 4MYATL1 Sports because we'll be back on Wednesday as well. On Thursday, we'll all be working together to do a show off mine on CDouble 28. And also, real quick, let me pop Ladarius' stuff here. Ladarius _Brown on, Instagram and also TikTok. And then I believe there's an extra one, but also he's on Beyond Women's Sports. He does the lives and stuff, and just follow him. Guy is brilliant. He comes up with some great articles. Wrote one about Simone Biles, so definitely want to do that. Darius is one of the key guys that I go to when talking sports, so it's really fun. And hope everyone that came on, and want to thank Carrie, want to thank Big Low, and everybody else for being a part of the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And good morning, Christy Lewis. Look who snuck in here. I know, Christy. Hey, we love you anyway. Look, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you anyway, Christy. Really do. Ronnie Thomas, tell everybody about your 38 shows, Ronnie.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all know where y'all can find me at. Same time, same place every week.
Oh wow, I love it, Ron. Ron had that one ready. CDouble, he had that ready.
I got trying to prepare for you two.
I gotta keep you on your toes, bro. And
No, I'm playing.
And look it, I gotta give the writer of the show. I gotta look. Whoever wrote the show today he was awesome. Okay, he was great. Okay, whoever wrote the show today was just awesome. A really handsome guy, really just awesome. And you know what? He's the greatest dancer on this show. He's better than Ron. Okay, and he will destroy Ron in a dance battle. I'm just putting it out.
This breakdance party, we need to figure out when and where. We got to do it though.
Remember that
Ron.
Remember that song back in the day, TWil and CDouble. Your mom playing tricks on you. I told you about that.
My wife loves that song, Ron. But no, in all seriousness, guys, thank you to everyone who joined us in the chat. You could have done anything in the world with your time today. You chose to spend it with us, and we appreciate it, and we thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you were informed. We hope you were entertained, and most importantly, we hope you come back. This channel is 4MYATLSports1. Again, the number 4MYATLSports1 on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe so that we could bring you more content, because again, it's all about the algorithm with YouTube, and we need as many likes and as many shares and as many subscribes as we can get. So again, it is 4MYATLSports1. Again, the number 4MYATLSports, the number 1 on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue to do that. And yes, Christy Ladarius is great. And with that being said, guys, we'll be back. CDouble alluded to something, and we have had a shift in hours. So 4MYATL Sports is essentially a morning show going forward. We're going to do a morning show today, and we will do a morning show Wednesday on this channel. And then we'll do a morning show, same guys, but it'll be on CDouble's channel on Thursday morning. So that's 3 times a week, and we'll be bringing you Falcons content. And, we're going to see where it goes with that. But we've received a lot of great feedback from you guys that you like the morning shows. So we're going to continue that. So look for us again, 10 a.m. on Monday morning, 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and 10 a.m. on Thursday morning. 10 a.m. at 4MYATL Sports on Monday, 10 a.m. at 4MYATL Sports on Wednesday, and 10 a.m. at CDouble Beard Gang on Thursday mornings. And with that being said, guys, hey, look, I got to thank God. Would not be here without him. Appreciate it. Also, Christy says that Raheem's press conference is at 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. today. So, hey, be sure and check that out. But again, got to thank God for this. Appreciate it. Again, Ron, CDouble, and Ladarius, appreciate you guys. Want to again echo the sentiments of everyone. Thank you to Big Low and Miss Carrie for joining us. You guys were great. And last but not least, got to thank Mr. Jack Spade and my brother Eric Parker for giving me a start on this business. I love it. We're trying to keep it going and keep it growing and just get greater and bring you guys great content. Hey, for everyone, even though this season did not end the way we wanted to, I am Dirty Bird for life. I am Falcons for life, and we are still going to be bringing this great content to you. So to everyone out there in the audience, thank you for joining. Have an amazing and a great day, and rise up. Guys, we'll see you Wednesday.